Hello. Yesterday I went to a thing called Art in the City in Gloucester, and I painted a. I paint. There was a competition to paint a picture in a day, and I painted a little picture about this big, and it had to be of somewhere outside. It had to be showing Gloucester in all its glory, really, and I chose the docks to paint my picture, and this is my picture. This is my picture. So I'm really pleased with. That's my picture, and I'm really pleased with it. And I positioned myself on the docks. There were a few other painters on the docks, but I had to carry an easel and a chair, and it was quite heavy going because a fold-up chair and a fold-up easel, but it was quite heavy, and I had to carry them to the docks from the bus stop, and I positioned myself at the docks because I thought that was the best place to be, really, and when I started, at first I thought in the at the beginning of the day when I got up, I thought it was raining so much, so I thought, I'm not going to bother today. It's going to be really rubbish. It's going to be raining all day, and it's going to be really rubbish for painting. So I didn't want to get up, and I didn't want to go, really. So but I made myself go, and I got there to the registration point in time, and I registered to paint, and had my back to my painting stamp. And then I went off to paint. Originally the plan was to paint a fruit stall in King Square called Woody's, and that was the original plan, because that fruit stall is really, really colourful and really bright, like most fruit stalls are, and that was the plan. But there was a cafe opposite, and there was tables and chairs out, and I couldn't really paint there because they had a little cafe there, so they probably wouldn't have let me sit there. But there was chalk painting going on in King Square. There was a lot happening. Pavement chalk painting, and I felt really sorry for the artist because the ground is really gritty, and I wouldn't like to draw with chalk on that because it would just mess your hands up and take it out of you. It would eat the chalks up really, really fast. So they did a really good job though. I didn't go back today to see the finished results, but they did a really good job. Yeah, I'm really pleased with my painting. I never really paint from life, and I think I'm quite good at it. So I plan to paint more portraits and more still lifes and more landscapes and things like that, because I think it's quite a fun thing to do. So yeah. I had so many people come up to me I was so nervous to begin with, and I had so many people. I went on my own, and I had so many people come up to me during the day, people that I knew and people that I didn't know, but mostly people that I didn't know, and they said, "Oh, your painting's so good. You're really, really good, and your painting's really, really good." So I was like, "Yes, this is great. This is fantastic," and it was really great, because even when it was really in its preliminary stages, it was kind of it looked really kind of rubbish, really. The painting, it looked really blocky and really like childlike, and people were still coming up to me. People started coming up to me then and saying, "Oh, it looks really good. I can see what you're trying to paint." And when it was nearly finished, people wanted me to have my photo taken with it, and I met other painters, and it was really nice. I had about 40 people come up to me, or maybe about 30 people come up to me the whole day, like groups of people, school kids, kids saying they want to be painters when they grow up, and it's just really nice, really. It's just it's great. It's really great. and I had people, my friends came to see me, and it was really good. My artist friends and my other friends, and my day-to-day friends, and it was really good. It was really good, really, yeah. And I didn't get to see many people painting as I would like to have seen, because I was tied up painting myself. So because from about 11 to 4 I was painting, so it took about a good you know, 5 hours or something, and it took about 5.5 hours, I think. But it was really fun to do. So yeah. I really recommend painting outdoors. It's really fun, and I got to speak to this famous artist called she came round to each painter, and she was called PJ Crook, and she's done album covers for famous bands, and she's a very well known painter in my town, and her skill levels like through the roof. It's just so good. And I got to speak to her, and she said she really liked my little painting, and that it was really good, and I was like so pleased, and I was just like, oh, that's amazing, thank you so much. And then I went home because I was so hungry and I had something to eat, because I still have a swallowing problem. So I had like 2 yogurts or something, and I thought I didn't have any soup, but I can't eat solid still without kind of thinking too much about it, and not thinking too much about it, but there's obviously a problem there, and I can't eat solids without nearly choking, really. So it's really horrible. It's not very good, and so I can't really eat at all, really, except soups and liquid and yogurt and things like that. And I went to I went home from after a day of painting about 5:30, and my friend was really nice and helped me carry my stuff to the bus stop. He's a gem, really, and yeah, he's a gem. And then we went. Then I went home, and then I decided to come back because there was an after party, and there was like towards the end of the painting day. I was worried about the TME problem a lot, because I was feeling really tired and that's normally when it used to happen, when I was anxious. But no one said anything, and I don't think it was a problem at all. So I really don't think it's a problem. But I went home from this day of painting, and as I said, my friend helped me carry my stuff to the bus stop, and I went home. And it takes about half an hour to get home, for half an hour or something. And I went home, and I had something to eat, like literally 2 vegan chocolate mousses, which is really unhealthy, but I ate them. And then I went back out, and I sat down for a while at my computer, and I thought I'd really like to go to the exhibition, the after party. And they said if you get shortlisted for the prize, which was £1,500, the main prize, and the second prize was £500, they said they'd ring you up. And I was like, I want that call. I was like, I really wanted to be called up, and but no one called, and so I went to the after party, and so it's really swanky, it's a really nice place in Gloucester, and I went to this after party, and there was a photography exhibition on in one section of it, and which was quite good. And then there was all these easels set up, and there was this like jazz singer. There was this like jazz singer, and she was like singing these jazz numbers, and there was like all these people in, like, well, not everyone was in, like, some people, I just wore a shirt and a t-shirt and some jeans, but because that was what I was painting in all day, and some people turned up in like normal clothes, but some people were like really well dressed, and it was really like really kind of like it's a really nice atmosphere, basically. And they had these like canapes, and I couldn't eat any of them because I'm obviously first I'm vegan, and well, I've turned vegan recently, and I'm trying to stick to my principles. And they had these like really nice cod bites things, And I just thought, oh my god, I really used to love seafood, and I was just thinking, if I could, but I couldn't even eat them even if I wanted to, because I'm sticking to my principles, and secondly, I can't swallow things, so I couldn't eat them anyway. So but they just had all these nice food and prosecco and lots of nice things, and it was just really nice, really. And I went along to it, and my friend turned up, and that was really nice. And I met other people that I kind of know, and got talking to them, and got talking to some fellow contestants, and got talking to this young girl who entered a really good picture, and she was with her mother, and she was in year 9, and she ended up winning the student prize, and her picture was of the docks, and it was really good, and it was really good, and I'm really pleased that she won, and I was a photographer there, and I had my picture taken with PJ Crook and her husband, and that was quite cool. And then there was then my friend texted me and asked me if I was at the after party. He said he didn't want to go, but then he turned up, and then that was really nice, really, for him to turn up, and with his lovely girlfriend, and yeah, we had a really nice time, and he thought mine was the best there, but he's biased, and he's a really good artist himself. He's a very good artist, and yeah, he's someone I really look up to, and he there are all these well-known artists there, and local artists, and he thought mine was the best there, and when I got there were these paintings being put on easels, and I felt so sad that I didn't get shortlisted. But then this woman from the organisation, from the registration point, came up to me and said, Katie, we tried to phone you. You've been shortlisted. And I was like, yes, I've been shortlisted. And I was like, that's so amazing. And I was just like, yay! I was just like, yay, that's amazing. I was just like really happy, and I can't believe it. They put a 2 in my number instead of a 3, so that's why they couldn't phone me. So they got the wrong number. They put completely the wrong number, but they put 204 instead of 304. So I was like, okay then, whatever. But that's why they couldn't phone me. So I was waiting for that phone call, but yeah, but I ended up getting shortlisted in the end from about 40-50 entries to about 10 entries. And all the entries that were chosen were put on easels, and this woman that I know who's really nice was shortlisted too. And I finally met her. I'm Facebook friends with her, and I finally met her that night. And a woman called Callie, and I finally met her that night, and it was really nice to see her, because I never met her before, so it was really nice to see her. And she's very talented, and it was really, she was like, oh, I'm so glad to meet you, it's so nice to finally meet you. And she was just really nice, and she was absolutely exhausted like me, and we were just so tired, and it was just really nice evening. And then the prize winners were announced, and I was like standing with my friend, and I was like, he was like, you should win, and I was like, I don't think so, because there's some really stiff competition, but it didn't win in the end. But I don't know. There are 2 prizes, so it's like first and second. But yeah, I wasn't gutted that it didn't win, but I'm so glad it got shortlisted. That was the main thing. I just wanted to get shortlisted, because that's my first time, like my second time painting a landscape, and my first time painting outside in front of people like that, and except for street art events and things. But I was really pleased with that. I just thought that was really good. And the person that won, the person that came second, I thought should have. I thought that painting was going to win. Personally, I thought that was so good. It was of the docks, and it was where I was going to position myself. But I I didn't go there because I found a more interesting view, but her painting was like a really large painting, and it was just such a good painting. It was like red tones in it and red kind of hues in it, and it was just like the water was like red and blue, and it was like misty, and it was just really nice. And the woman that won did like a collage kind of thing underneath her painting, and it was just really nice. And there were like really really nice people there, and it was just really nice. So yeah, I definitely, it was nice to just meet those of people as well. And it was really nice when the woman from Marketing Gloucester came up to me and said, the team who ran art in the city, she came up to me and said, Katie, we tried to ring you, you've been shortlisted. And I was like, yes! I was like, yes, that's great. I was just like, that's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, that's just great. So I think people are interested in buying that painting. I don't really want to sell it, but I need to sell it because I need the money because I'm getting my bike fixed. And I start my new job tomorrow, which is really good, but I'm really, really nervous. I start my new job, so it's only like a few hours a week, but then I'm gotten into for a longer job with more hours, but next week. But I have to buy some clothes for that. But I'm really, really nervous about it. I'm really nervous. So wish me luck, basically. If you can. And this is my painting again. There's some boats, and there's the docks, and there's a little boy, a rubber ring thing, and there's a boat, and this the river docks, and yeah, it was just really, really good, really, and I'm just buzzing from it. It's brilliant. I need to do more things like that because it gets me out and about, and it gets me mixing with people who I want to meet, and who I actually connect with and really get along with. So there's lots of artists there, and that was the thing that I like, really. I find I can be myself around other artists, and it was just really nice. So yeah, I think overall it was a really good weekend, and I'm just a bit nervous about tomorrow night, but I'm sure I'll be alright. It was just a bit nerve-wracking. Everything's a bit nerve-wracking to begin with, but then it gets better. But I suppose that's what my feelings are about tomorrow. But I was scared about painting at the weekend, and it turned out really well. And so many people come up to me; it was ridiculous. So many people. I wanted to listen. I was listening to this song, and I put it on my iPod, and I had my big headphones on, and I put it on my iPod, and I couldn't listen to start to finish to this song. I stopped about 5 times or 6 times throughout the course of this song because people kept standing, because I noticed I felt people stood behind me and they wanted to talk to me, and I was like, okay, then I'll stop and talk to you. And it was really odd. It was like it was at the a few years ago when I did the paint jam. It was like that, but people just wanted to talk to me, so I couldn't listen to like a full song for I could when I started doing it at the beginning, but I couldn't when it was nearly finished the painting. I couldn't listen to like a full song because people would just come up to me and want to see what I was doing and talk to me, and it's just really nice, really. So I'm not going to get too much into that, but it was really lovely that people did that, and it really boosted my confidence. So I think I'm going to do outdoor painting again. So I'm going to go now. See you later. Bye.